My name is Roy Gallagher, and this is my reflection for advertising campaigns AMB339. I consider myself to be a fairly introverted sort of person. When it comes to group work, I generally wait for direction. The purpose of this reflection is to explain how my ability to work in a team has benefited as a result of this experience, and how Tuckman's model theory closely relates to our digital team's progress. Tuckman's model theory is used to explain the process of a team's development and behavior over the life cycle of the team. Psychologist Bruce Tuckman argued that when teams are set up, they follow an easily recognizable cycle of team development in order to become one with a strong sense of purpose and ultimately achieve their goals. He labels each of the four main stages as forming, storming, norming, and performing. As I explain the path that our team took, more specifically my partner and I, the digital producers, I'll refer back to each of these stages. In the beginning, when the group met, and there was uncertainty as group roles were unclear. This links to the first stage of Tuckman's model, forming. The group was awaiting direction and guidance from the account manager. Lucky for us, we were allocated a strong personality to us as our account manager, Mary. Immediately, she negates this uncertainty and initiates conversations between group members, and by the following week, everyone was well acquainted with each other. She also set up our Facebook and Google accounts to enable communication between each other. Our first piece of assessment was due in week 4. This was the role poster, where we were to display all information relating to our roles over the semester. This is where the second stage of Tuckman's model comes in, storming. When developing the role poster, there was a sense of tension and uncertainty involved when trying to understand these roles. We had to allocate sections of the digital producer role between ourselves, and as both of us had little experience within the digital role, we were unsure of the workload that these tasks would involve. The tension existed because each team member did not want to be stuck with the majority share of work, which leads us into the third stage. From what could have been a tense issue, worked out to be a positive outcome. As we divided the roles, we agreed that we would assist each other throughout the campaign, as to prevent unfair workload and ensure consistency throughout our work. By doing this, my role partner and I became a more cohesive team and have since developed the brand audit and digital audit. With stronger communication and willingness to help one another, we have developed a great, efficient working style and have gained general respect for each other's work ethic. And the final stage, fourth stage, performing. We are now working on producing the production budget and digital strategy together as a cohesive team. We are more strategically aware and focused on delivering these sections as consistently and comprehensively as possible, and know that if any problems were to arise, it would likely not result in conflict. As it is only week 7, and there is still a lot of work to do before the presentation and delivery of the role document, I can positively say that the team is working well and on track to deliver a good campaign. Tuckman's additional 5th stage, adjourning. The advertising campaign subject is one of the final components for many students studying advertising in QUT, one of them being myself. So the completion of this assessment piece will not only be tough when the newly formed group of friends goes their separate ways, but added emotion will likely be there, as the completion of the assignment will also represent the completion of university for many of us. Tuckman says that sometimes these stages blend together, but overall are easily recognizable and an effective way of identifying progress of a team. The campaign has so far been a great learning experience. I've learned that it's important to be compassionate to other team members' feelings and sensitivities when working within a group environment. I feel that I've not only been lucky to experience this simulation of an advertising agency, but also to have learned valuable skills and preparation that I can take into a future workplace and feel confident about when faced with working with other people. 3 things that I feel I've done well so far. I feel like I've done well to stop myself from imposing ideas on other departments, particularly the creative department, as I would have liked to do creative in the first place, but understand boundaries. Time management. My time management skills have been great this semester, as I've planned out each task and completed things on time, if not early. And my quality of work has been high. as this is a group project and results also affect my team members. Therefore, I've tried harder. 3 things I'd like to improve on. I'd like to become better at Google AdWords and online advertising, as I understand these would be great for my resume and future employment. And for the same reason, I'd also like to become better at developing online content and managing online content. And the final thing I'd like to improve on is my public speaking. Throughout university, I've struggled with this, but recently shown some progress, and I'm generally excited for the final presentation. The information I have used about Tuckman's theory was drawn from academic literature, and sources can be found in the text below.